Greetings, we're Ty and Kane. In this video, we'll be discussing the current issues that First Creek and Merrittville High School is now facing in terms of sustainability. A little bit about First Creek. It is a small stream in the southern mountain lofty ranges and crafters which flows in a northwesterly direction where it becomes channelized through the northeastern suburbs until it discharges into the Torrens River, which will then flow into the ocean. First Creek is one of the 5 creeks fed by Adelaide Hills rainwater. In the past, the creek was governed by the Kaurna people. They live harmoniously with the creek as a food and water resource. The dunes and beaches provided food and shelter, and reeds from the wetland were used to make baskets and mats. The inland areas had better shelter and firewood in cooler weather, more mammals to hunt, and creeks and swamps contained fish and other water life. The creek then being managed by the British-style law. Since then, the creek is no longer owned as a single entity and managed as a resource, as it was by the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plan. But it is now controlled by various local government bodies and private owners of the land through which it runs. According to the data collected on the latest cleanup day at Merrittville High School, there were 1,197 pieces of trash found in just 1 hour on the school ground on the 30th of July 2020. That was 1 week after the last cleanup made by the Year 10 students. The current situation shows that the throwaway culture is still a concern in the culture of Merrittville High School. The heat map shows the hotspots for rubbish accumulation around Merrittville High School. The brighter colors on the map show where larger amounts of rubbish were found. As you can tell, the bottom of the front oval and the flat is where the highest volume of rubbish was collected. This is no surprise, as these areas are densely populated during breaks. The amount of rubbish is also thought-provoking, as 1,197 pieces of rubbish were found just 7 days after the last cleanup. It shows that the students are not just living unsustainably, but also there's a lack of awareness amongst them. On the map, the green dots represent the rubbish bins around the school, and the blue dots represent the recycling bin. As you can tell, the areas with high amounts of rubbish have enough bins to accommodate the number of students using these areas. So it is not the lack of bins that is the problem. However, it must be noted that there are only 3 recycling bins, all located around H Block. We're currently working with the SRC Environmental Council on improving this, so there will be more recycling bins around the school grounds. It is also worth noting that we aim to improve the current bin system, introducing bins that are easier to use, placing bins where they are known, such as the back oval, and removing bins that are in impractical positions. In relation to First Creek, it is not really a hotspot on the map. However, there is a significant amount of rubbish within the area. On the other hand, the school management system is showing its weaknesses based on what was mentioned above. Overall, littering is a problem, and we need to fight against that. In the next section of the video, Kane will be covering our bin audit data and how we can improve current situations.
As you may have known, the bins are playing a crucial role in improving the school's sustainability. However, they are not being used wisely. According to the data made from the bin audit supported by KSAP, it has been found that almost 97% of materials in bins can be recycled, and only 3% of them would have to end up in the dump. This is due to the lack of effectiveness in the bins placement around the school, as well as information on how to use those bins for students. In fact, we can save up more than $6,500 per year by reducing food and drink packaging, Ziploc bags, cutlery, and small tubs. Additionally, in terms of recyclable waste, it was found that more than 11 kilograms of paper or cardboard, 10-cent containers, soft plastic, and electrical materials can take up to 32% of the total volume of materials to landfill. However, if they are properly managed, we can save up to $2,400 per year. Another problem is, besides unwise bin usage, is a moral problem in relating to wasting food, especially uneaten food. According to the data, 6% of waste is uneaten food, which is above the average of 5%. This includes the equivalent of 13 sandwiches, 12 pieces of fruit, 4 packaged items, and 6 times 10-cent drinks worth around $20 per day or $4,000 per year. To sum up, currently the equivalent of 670 wheelie bins a year are going to landfill. However, with the ideal collection and avoidance systems in place, the total daily volume of material to landfill for the entire school could be around 22 liters per day, or 1,100 liters per term, or 4,400 liters per year, or just 18 wheelie bins per year. Talk about resolutions. Let's take a look at what we have brought to you. Due to the regularity of food and food wrappers littering around school, No Food Day could be considered as one of the effective solutions. In detail, there will be days when staff and students are encouraged to bring their food to school without any non-reusable containers or wrappers, especially the ones made from plastic. Also on this day, the canteen is obligated to serve only if staff and students bring their own containers. Overall, the campaign will follow 3 no's for lunch: no one-time containers, no oversized portion, and no plastic wrappers. By organizing a monthly-based cleanup day for students to be collecting rubbish during the homeroom lessons, each homeroom will be responsible for cleaning up around hotspots. I strongly believe by collecting rubbish, students will change their littering habits gradually and form their own opinions of how littering can affect the school and even themselves. This way, we can raise students' awareness on keeping the school clean and safe. In detail, every month, different year levels will be participating in a monthly order. For example, Year 10 will clean this month, and then it's Year 9's turn next month. So then, Year 8, and so on to the end of the school year. To wrap up this video, we have been through the history of First Creek and its importance as a water system, and also mentioned the collect data from the bin audit day at Marriotttville High School to indicate the current environmental issues around our school. According to that, we have also given out some resolutions for mitigation and management that may have improved the situation we're all facing, which includes No Food Days and Cleanup Days. We obviously hope you enjoy this video and start being responsible for the environment from now on. Thank you.